Hey listeners, welcome to 30 What Now. This is one of our earlier episodes.
We've evolved our tech since then, so this episode's a bit raw. Feel free to jump ahead or listen into where we started.
Bye! I'm Mel,
I'm Irian.
and welcome to 30 What Now. We need to get the intro bit sorted.
Hold on, okay, so is it a you say it or a me say it?
I don't know. I don't think I think it's based on how I feel that day.
I really can't help you.
No, I meant you said this intro bit.
No, I meant that intro bit.
Oh, that
31
intro
now.
bit.
I feel like that's a you thing. I think you've got the energy.
Yeah, but I also feel like it can't be just a me thing.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Are we
cool.
doing it again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do one last time.
Okay. Hi, I'm Mel,
And I'm Irian.
and welcome to.
30 What Now?
So, this is our third time recording this episode.
Probably fourth.
Fourth time recording this episode, and I am a massive contributor to the reason. Like, I lost the first episode, I fucked up the editing of the second episode. Are we allowed to say fuck? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, look, we can cut it out in post.
Can we? Do we know how to do that?
Yeah.
And this is our third/4th. So, it's not easy. Not that I ever thought it was easy, but it's not.
I mean, I found it challenging in post editing. I think that's what I found challenging, only because it's a bit finicky depending on what software you use. And look, we were tossing around what softwares to use to edit. GarageBand.
Podbean. Oh no, Podbean's just the hosting.
That's
See?
the host it. We tried the slice and dice in Spotify's, I think it's Anchor, but Spotify's version.
They changed the name. It's podcasting for Spotify. Something like
that. It's
like
purple in
that.
color.
Yeah.
It's the logo. It still isn't straight. If ever you look at the logo of Spotify, the lines, they're not aligned. They tilt. Just have a look. It'll change your life.
You have OCD, right?
Little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. No, anyway, this part is about you and how you didn't make it through. So,
Yep.
So we originally recorded the podcast non-video in May, I think it is. Now we're sitting here in, on the 3rd of September.
Yeah.
Look, we got up one episode. We hadn't got this one up.
And that one episode, right? I tried uploading it, and it didn't upload. And he tried uploading it.
Took me 5 minutes. Just saying.
I'm clearly more the brains of this
is that
thing,
right?
and
I
he's
see.
the
Yes,
operation,
yes. Sure.
management.
Yeah,
doer.
Sure. But no, we got there in the end, right? So we got one up. We're trying something new. And we're speaking of trying new things, right? What are we? Where I'm 31. You're 31.
31, yeah.
Cool. So the concept of the show. Talking about trying new things, right? What are some of the things you think we should have done or tried to have done? That's probably what we want to chat about today.
Yep. So we were juggling with the principles of what you need to what you need to do by the time you're 30. And I think the first thing was trying new things and not being afraid of failures. And that could be, I think in my head, I have quite entrepreneurial parents. I feel like, we should try a business. So easy.
Start a
podcast. Or I think something as simple as, and this is the people pleaser in me, I think if you have an idea that you want to put on social media, it can be very confronting, and it can be really anxious when you receive judgments and criticism from friends. But that might be something you want to do. But yeah, trying something new and be ready to accept failures if that happen is something that we should aim for when you're 30.
Yeah, I think it's about having or approaching the point where you've got a good relationship with failure. I think that's how I think about it.
Yeah.
Look, everybody's bound to fail. If you don't fail, you're either really good at your job or really good at what you do, or you just have no self-awareness. So yeah, getting to a point where you've got a good relationship with failure gets you through it. But if you keep doing what you're used to and you don't try new things, you kind of don't get there.
Yeah. And the other point, right, I think you're right, it's accepting a really good relationship with failures. I know there's a lot of people out there, especially if you grew up in a very competitive environment like Malaysia, or you just have family members that can constantly compare you with your like relatives, people that they know, it's really hard to accept that failure is inevitable. It makes you feel like you won't be able to receive the validation and maybe love of your friends or families, depending on how scared you are. And I think, yeah, that's right. Like, I don't even think I have a great relationship with failures yet. And
look, I at times I do, at times I don't. I think it depends on how hard you are on yourself. You know, as you get older, right? I hope you think, and we'll talk about this a bit later on in the pod, but you know, you find out what's important to you. You know, and one of the things that's important to me, family. As we approach 30, what COVID really taught me actually was building a better relationship with my parents. Love my parents, always have. But as you approach your 30s, it's, can you have an adult relationship with your parents? And I don't know how you were growing up, Mel, but Malaysia, Asian family, loving family, very loving family. But there's always this, I'm the child, they're the parent.
Yeah, I
concept,
see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Concept. COVID really opened that up. You know, I was in Australia for the 2.5 years and we couldn't travel. Stuck in Melbourne for about 2.5 years, hadn't gone home, seen the family. It's actually got me closer to the family, to my parents, I think. I'm not sure how that was for you.
I think, I don't know about you, I feel like as you get older, you do have this natural sense of wanting to be closer to them because you know that they're getting older as well. You might have heard friends and families who have their parents go through different health complications. I think more importantly, friends are there for you when you're younger, but you never know when they aren't. Whereas, you know, family will always be there. So yeah, I agree. I think I've grown up really challenging my parents for certain things. I've always seen them as an authoritative figure. I've always seen them as someone that wouldn't support me in my goals and dreams that aren't conventional. And I still think that it takes a little bit of coaxing.
Yes. It takes a bit of convincing.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
But I think the older we get, the older they get, and the more open-minded they can be, depending on how well you talk to them and educate them. It really helps create that bond and more of the fact that you might be equals.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good way to look at it, right? We're 30. My parents had me when they were slightly younger than 30.
What are you doing?
Mom said that to me before. You know, when I was 20 so I had 3 kids. Come on, Mom. But you know, they've gone through what we've gone through, maybe even worse, right? Times were different. I get it. We're recording this on a phone.
Yep.
Right? 30 years ago, couldn't imagine it. But you know, 2023 potential recession. It'll be my first recession that I go through. My parents have been through 2, maybe 3. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, when you approach the relationship like an adult, you get something out of it. You get more out of it.
Yeah.
Make something different out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I think the last one that we want to potentially touch on is beginning to find what's important to you as you approach 30. So, and if you haven't figured out by now, we had 3 things on our list of agendas. We didn't really summarize it at the time. But yeah, 1 was try something new, 2, to build a good relationship with your parents, and 3, what's important to you, to find out what's important to you. I don't know. Whoops.
Well, speaking of what's important, Mel, your dad's calling.
Let me decline that for now. It's fine. I wonder if the recording continues. Did I not record? I don't think I recorded.
This will be fun.
But we have that.
Yeah.
It's not on my phone. It's fine.
Mel strikes again.
Oh my god.
I actually know what you did wrong. I'll show you.
Okay. We're learning. Anyway, so the third one would be, what's important to you? I actually don't know what's important to me yet. I've had this conversation with Arian, and I feel like you've got a better idea of like what you value in your life.
I mean, you know, we've all got a different, it's going to sound corny as hell, we've all got a different journey. But it's true, you know, I've gone through things slightly differently to you. I've learned along the way, learned what I value, what I don't care about. So what we're hoping to do in the next couple of episodes when we get to it is a bit of a coaching session with my. I'm very excited for this. I'm actually
Me
very
too.
excited for this.
Me too.
I don't know if she will be.
I love therapy, and I love a free therapy session.
I'm not a licensed therapist by any means, but I'll walk you through it.
Life coaching, you don't really need.
Let's go with that.
Life
Yeah,
coaching.
let's call it life coaching.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah.
Don't come out.
And if you're really good,
Don't cancel me.
You know what? If you're really good, you could even make it like a side hustle. If
Ooh.
you guys love the way he coaches,
Tell me, talk to me, comment.
we're trying to figure out a way of using this to supplement our lifestyle. So maybe,
Yeah. Doing what I love.
yeah. So I think we're calling it. This is the first episode, and like I said, we'll like discuss. We'll expand on what we've mentioned, on the 3 sort of topics that we just talked about. Yeah. Hope to see you soon.
Your dad's still home.
No, that's a message. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, did I record it?
Come on, Mel.